They say that governance drives it all. The sheer commitment and an eye for detail and the people's touch makes all the difference. Towards the fag end of this campus walks, we have with us Dr. Arvind Agrawal, the Honorable Chairman of Arya Group of Institutions, a doctor by education and now an edupreneur by passion. So, Dr. Agrawal, how come a doctor engineering and engineering institution?
Sir, my father used to say, you can ask an educated person to do any work. The basic thing is the education. A person who is educated can manage everything. And by virtue of my medical studies, I understand the engineering aspect also, and by virtue of my exposure in United States of America for 3 years, I could understand engineering better.
So the whole day we have been unraveling a lot of innovative interventions across every department. Every walk of this campus was filled with that wheel of innovation, which is the genesis at Arya, which you have so boldly put in your brochure as well. So what drives you towards that?
Sir, I believe my commitment towards my student is to provide extra. Whatever we do for a purpose that the student should learn at least 100% extra during the 4 years of education in our Institute of Engineering and Technology. So we have to provide them R&D facilities. We have to say to our student that innovative mind is the creative mind. If you start listening your inner voice, then you will become an innovator. Once you will become an innovator, you can create something, and that will make you apart from the crowd. So innovation and creation should be inculcated during the engineering education also. That is our philosophy.
So across our interactions, we have seen that people are quite, there is a very deeper sense of smile and contentment in each person out here. Being a trained psychiatrist, what spells you have casted on the people who are running the show for you?
Sir, my philosophy in the morning, my faculty members and the staff should look forward to come to the college. If they look forward to come to the college, they are a happy employees. Otherwise, if they think that work is a problem and in the morning they find it that it is difficult to come to the college, then there is a problem in the system. We make a whole complete ecosystem and we impress to our faculty member that it is your karma and you should come happily to the campus and deliver whatever it is required and the teaching whatever it is required to the student happily, whatever, but a sense of happiness and a sense of commitment towards the student has to be there, so that you don't think work as a burden. You look forward to teach the students. That is our philosophy, that smiling campus.
So the regulatory system of this country, especially in the higher technical education, is quite stifling at times. There have been changing paradigms in regulation. What are the core challenges which you have been facing in terms of regulation, in terms of innovation?
I personally believe that regulatory should be fast enough to adopt the newer challenges. There is a globalization, there is IT industry, everywhere there is innovations, and if we do not adopt and put the newer technology into our teaching methodologies, we will be wasting our 4 years of our in teaching a subject which is not relevant after passing. Because as we move, the technology is going to move. The basic issues are institutions have to teach from zero, and all the industries has to start from 100%. They are adopting cutting edge technologies because it is the survival of the there, and they adopt the best of technology, and institutions start from zero. With our best of efforts, there will be always a gap between institution and industrial. There will always be a gap. Either this gap you can fill by two ways. Either you give me a 5th year, which nobody is going to invest, neither parents wants, neither student wants to have the 5th year in engineering education, or you have to over the time very fast. Adaptability should be good, and the 4 years should be relevant technologies. We are reading the relevant technologies, and there should be a internship in the within the 4th year, like in medicine, where they have the knowledge of first-hand knowledge of how to get a treatment, to give a treatment to the patient. So engineers should have a first-hand knowledge how to do the job on the once in a employment. So either there should be internship component, or there should be a fifth year, or adaptability should be given, and a kind of freedom should be given to the institution to adapt to the new technologies and to teach new technologies.
So you are affiliated to the Rajasthan Technical University. How has been your experience with the university, and what are your wish list with the Honorable Vice Chancellor who has joined recently over here?
RTU over the 2-3 years they have adopted nicely, and now the most of the bulk work of the university has been done in the time, and it has outsourced so many things, but the things are in control. What I want from the VC is that they should send external teachers for the experiment conductions. We are adopting a policies. Where external teachers are not coming in the during the practical sessions of RTU, and they should be external teacher. There should be a pressure point where the student should learn that external has come, and we have to perform in front of the external. Second, I think is because the pieces are semester wise, and there are 182 days in the semester, RT should plan in a way that students should get the best out of this 182 day, and at least 120 days should be committed for the studies, and rest 60 days should be for the results, for the preparation leave, and for the semester. What we are doing is, actually what is happening is the working days are coming less than 85 days. Student is paying 100% favor, and he is getting 50%. So we have to rationalize his teaching. We say student is not good. I say we are not able to teach a good student. We should get enough time for teaching. At least 120 days is the minimum demand that should be working days, so that we can complete one semester properly and nicely. And we can even do once extra classes and revision classes also. But unfortunately we are not getting this time, and unfortunately for the part of the student, they are paying it, but because of the mismanagement of the time, they are not getting this time.
So this is a sheer commitment of a service provider who is saying that you have to be taught to that many days to be able to come up to those levels. So what are the 3 messages you would like to give to your peers, the other edupreneurs across the country, to have this contagion of excellence which you have so painstakingly developed at Arya?
I must say that globalization is the norm of the day. We have to prepare our students for the global world. We are the youngest democracy. Our engineers are going to go to Europe, because go to USA, because their demographic profile is decreasing, and we are the workforce. So we have to prepare our engineers and the students for globalization. We have to tell them you are one of the best, but you have to create and innovate. Until and unless there will be products from our country, we cannot create and innovate only for USA. We have to create and innovate for India also. Innovation and creation should be a part of the. And third, I would like to say that provide them the best of the facilities, because all engineering colleges are in a sense have grown to a point where they should keep student benefit and student welfare paramount, and they should devote their resources, time more towards the students.
So this was the sensitivity of a doctor edupreneur who is with due commitment towards his clientele. He is treating his students, their interest as a paramount interest, and with that sheer commitment he is driving the entire institution to the pedigree of excellence, which is really unparalleled in this part of the country. So thanks a lot, Dr. Agarwal, for this wonderful campus walk which we had and this wonderful interaction. Thanks a lot. We would be back again. Thank you.